Good afternoon. This is Mr. Cully coming to you to show you how you're going to be able to add a Google Form quiz to your Google Classroom, especially since we are getting a lot of information to use and a lot of different resources to use to assess our students. This would be a great, perfect way to get that data all in one place in your Google Classroom. So I'm going to show you how. First, you just go to your class just like normal. Make sure that you are signed in under you and not one of your students. We're going to go right here to classwork. Click on classwork, and then you're going to click on the button that says create with the plus sign here. We're going to create a quiz assignment. Okay? Once we click on that, it's going to give us the assignment page. We're going to have a little box down here that will have a blank quiz. What we're going to do is go into the quiz, click on that, and it's going to bring up the quiz. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and rename it, because this is going to be in your Google Drive. And you'll be able to look up all of the grades and scores of all of the participants' responses to your quiz. So then you're going to change the name here, DOL. And then we get to start adding our questions. The first thing that you want to do always, every time you do a quiz, is make a section where the student can put in their name. So your question is, or your instruction is going to be, write your name. Now, you don't need an answer key for that, so don't worry about that, but you are going to require that. And you're going to use that as a short answer. You'll write your name, short answer, and then they can write their name in there. This way, whenever you're looking at your data, you can see the name of the student along with, it will automatically show their Dallas ISD ID number. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty. We need to add the questions to our form. So we're just going to click right here on add a question. And it's going to drop down another opportunity to add a question. Now, we were given some things that we were going to use, and sometimes we're going to have some materials that we could use, but since we're doing it virtually, we can't give out a worksheet, so we can do it this way. So here is one question that we have that we're going to add to it. We got this on DOL from one of our wonderful CICs that's trying to help us out here. So we're going to take this question here, and we can do it one of two ways. I'm going to show you the first way because this is a Google Doc. I can take the question, copy, and paste it back into the DOL. Right here in question number 1, there is the question. Paste. Which number represents the number 987? Now, this is going to be multiple choice. Most of the time, the Google Form quiz is very intuitive and will change to match what type of question that you have. So right now, it has changed to say multiple choice, but you have different options to choose from for how they would answer the question. You can choose checkboxes, you can choose drop downs, paragraphs, whatever you like, whatever you think. In this case, multiple choice would be the best option. So I'm going to go back to that same one, and I'm going to choose all of my multiple choice questions, or my choices. I'm going to come here, back to my DOL, paste the first option here. There we go. And then we're going to paste the next option on B. We're going to go quickly on this one, very fast. And then, oh, I'm sorry. And then we're going to get the last two. Pasting and pasting and pasting. And then the last one here. copy, and there we go. So now we have our question here. On this, we have what expression represents the number 987. So if we look down here, we automatically know that this D is going to represent the correct answer. So we're going to go down to answer key. Answer key is going to allow you to put in what the correct answer is. You're going to click the correct answer, and then you're going to assign it a point value. So I'm just going to put a point value of 20 because I'm going to have 5 questions. And then I'm going to click done. I'm also going to click require because I don't want them to skip any of the questions on the DOL because that's going to make their score lower than it needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it required so they cannot skip a question. So that is one way to do it. The other way that you can do it, I have also some worksheets that I had from our Go Math, and I had copied, screenshotted some of the questions. So if you notice right here on your Google form, there is a picture or image icon here. You're going to click on that, and it's going to allow you to upload or insert an image. So on the image, I'm going to choose one of these here, one of these screenshots. I'm going to drop that in there. And what's going to happen is it's going to automatically pull that question up. Okay? So all you're going to do for your question is answer the question below. Now, they already have answer choices here, but as you can tell, they cannot be chosen because it is a picture. So you're going to give them the options down here. Let's use a capital A, B, C, and D. Now you're going to still answer the question with the answer key. So let's go back and look at the question. Says to use the base 10 blocks to model 2,310. Which model shows the number? So we got 2,310 on A. So we're just going to go ahead and click that A, and then we're going to click the point value is going to be 20 points, and then we're going to click done. Once we have clicked done, we're going to go ahead and require it to be done, and then you can keep going. You just click here, add another question, click there, add another question. Once you are done, once you have completed that, then you will go ahead and go back to your Google Classroom. You are going to put the title of your DOL here, and then the instructions. Complete the multi... And then once you have done that, all you have to do is click assign. Once you have clicked assign, it's going to go to your Google Classroom. So let me go to my Google Classroom here. So I'm in my drive. When I get to my drive, I can see I have my classrooms. So I'm going to click on classrooms, and then I'm going to go to the class that is active right now. And there we have some of the quizzes that I have had already. So let's click there just real quick so you can see what it looks like. Now, this is the quiz that we have already done here, or that we started, and then the responses are going to be here. But this one nobody has done because I haven't finished making that quiz, but I did do this one. This one here, you will see this is what the quiz looks like. Excuse me, this is what the quiz looked like. I used a lot of the pictures that I had from Go Math, and here you can see the responses. So you can see a summary of who are all the students that, excuse me, who are all the students that participated. by their name, and then you can see what their scores were by average. Once you go there, you can go to the questions. You can also see what was ungraded and what was helped. Then you can go individual and you can see, okay, this person here had trouble with the multi-step. And it looks like that was the case here when I go to questions. I'm sorry, when I go to the summary, the biggest thing that we had was question number 6. Question number 6 right here. Most of them got the answer wrong. So I know at this point, I need to start working on the multi-step process for all of our base 10 to place value steps. So that is just a very quick way of going about getting your quiz put into Google Forms in your Google Classroom. I hope that helped. Y'all have a good one.